Hey guys, welcome to BSL 17 Hasuleague round of 32 Group H. This is the final match. We have best of 3, by the way, so ranged up a game. See if Fisheye can come back. If Fisheye gets eliminated here, the unthinkable here, where he made it to the finals last season and gets knocked out in the round of 32 in the following season. I think that will be the first time that Fisheye... I'm trying to think if Fisheye had previous seasons where he got knocked out before the round of 8 even. And it just shows you the quality of player in the round of 32 at this stage. This has been a pretty, actually, tough group overall. Although it's got to be frustrating. I'm wondering if these were played same day as the matches in Napoleon, because I think that was a frustrating loss in the winner's bracket overall. Range looking very, very strong in the previous match. Now 4-player map, Polypoid. Dropping a pylon lightly to the edge. Range doing, and just really showing some strong PvP, honestly. Previously, I'm a little bit surprised that Fisheye decided to go for the Dark Templar opener. But we'll have to see. For some reason, Stream Elements has decided to re-announce that I'm live. Just confusing me out in Twitch land. Could be that my connection dropped for a half second. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, Gateway. Opener on both edge. And Range moving out is going to end up scouting top left first. And let's see if Fisheye ends up with the information lead. He is going to end up scouting top right first. So we'll have... And actually, never mind. Cross map scout for ranged. And as soon as... Interesting. So went mid. That was a weird scouting pattern overall. Is looking for proxies, potentially. But is instead going to end up with the proper scouting to bottom right. And it is going to be a 2-gate opener here from Fisheye. I'm not sure I don't like the 2-gate opener as much on Polypoid in comparison to, say, Invader. Because this is a large map. There is a ramp. And it's going to be a lot of runtime. But so this is going to be a test of Range's ability to defend the follow-up. I think this might have been... I'm pretty sure this is the Bana style 10-11? Brain farting on the numbers. Initial Zealot going to chase around. We'll see how many Zealots get dedicated here and how well it gets repelled. Overall, different Protoss players have different defenses that they like executing against this. First Zealot out. Chase the probe around. So we have at least... Okay, so three Zealots into Assimilator. Shows that it's not going to be a massive dedication here from Fisheye. And starting to run one of these Zealots going to be lagging a little bit. He's pausing right there. I feel like the 5 Zealot is the most threatening out of all of it, but if Range can just... So he's dropping a shield battery. So it looks like he's going to have the shield battery defense and just try to keep that Zealot charge and allow the Dragoons to do their work on the ramp blockade. And so Fisheye, unfortunately, I don't think he's going to have an opportunity to... Maybe if he swings the probe around to make the way in the main, but this does provide a little bit of a latent advantage. I kind of like the shield battery thing now that I think about it. So yeah, the probe trying to do some disruption is able to sneak out. Shield battery regenerating, defending on the low ground. Although it's opened up, now Fisheye able to get in the main. 2 Dragoons there, a little bit of attack on the shield battery on the way out. 1 Zealot that was heavily damaged, wiped out. And able to get at least 2 probe kills, which is going to give Fisheye the lead, plus that shield battery investment to start. So Range flubbing the defense a bit. And yet another probe kill there overall. So 3 worker lead now for Fisheye. Although 2... Oh, what was that? A miss rally from Fisheye. 2 probes ending up... So that's going to be... Oh man, that's unfortunate. A little bit of miss micro there out of nowhere. Maybe they were dedicated to attacking the probe and he just didn't see it. So that means there's going to be 1 less... So Fisheye not going to end up as much of an advantage as he would have otherwise. Slight micro mistake right there. Robotics facility follow-up from Range. One nice thing with going the... This is why I like the shield battery, is going into robotics facility and Reaver to follow. Reaver holding the ramp means you can defend against quite a bit with that shield battery support. from the high ground. And so I think going one gate robo into Nexus with an observer alongside is pretty good. Range in the meantime, piling up a good amount of troops near the 3rd. Maybe to get a peek to see whether that natural expansion was in fact grabbed. 2nd gateway dropping for ranged. I'm actually surprised he went 2nd gateway instead of just keeping it 1 gateway and going straight into Reaver here. He's a much better player than I am though, so I won't question it. 6 Dragoons out on the low ground for Fisheye. And ranged actually might... Ooh, okay. For a second there, I thought he might end up in a bad situation, but getting a lot of free shots on Fisheye's Dragoon on the low ground, despite having inferior numbers overall. And that will leave Fisheye in a more defensive stance. Fisheye walking the way around. Range, yeah, wants to abuse the high ground, recognizing that he's outnumbered, now going to go ahead and back up. So Fisheye 6 Dragoons. Keep in mind that's like 6.5 or 5.5 more. 1 Zealot peeling off to go for a counter round attack. Interesting. So I guess the 2nd gateway actually was smart. And this is into a shield battery, keep in mind. So no natural expansion. But Fisheye is now, in the turnaround, able to box out ranged from this natural. And we did... So yeah, we did see the robotic support bay. No observer follow-up. The Zealot able to sneak in. It's going to be able to walk in the main, seize the Nexus. And this is actually huge. Going to be able to follow up and see the gateway count, as well as the tech. Seeing the observatory down on the low ground. Might even get a probe kill. Let's see. A lot of disruption from that Zealot. I think that was worth it. Basically a $100 observer. Also confirming that there... It's going to go observatory, but also confirming that there wasn't any High Templar or Dark Templar out on the field. Wants to get the observer out regardless to be able to spot and have that Reaver pecking away at the low ground. And again, that shield battery will be helpful right there. But Fisheye going to end up with the overall economic lead. Currently up quite a bit in workers. So this is ranged opportunity to... Might want to wait... Actually going to go for a 2nd Reaver and load up 2 Zealots and move the shuttle for an attack. Emptying the low ground, so ranged moving out and finding that. Looks like the Dragoons walking their way back. Where range initially showing a movement, I think now seeing that that's emptied out, is going to wait for that 2nd Reaver. Go ahead and grab his natural expansion. Yeah, pylon drop. Moving up to the high ground. Interesting. Gotta say, range has been very, very good at the in-the-dark info here. And reacting to the Fisheye with a lot of the intel. It looks like a probe down at the low ground. Observer going to be able to sweep around. Does it see the shuttle? Doesn't look like it saw the shuttle. Probe wandering forward. I think it just wants to confirm that the Dragoons are pinned towards that natural expansion to maybe... So I think range going to go for... Let's see if he goes for the... Currently moving up the 2 Reavers and that tech advantage to maybe peck away at the natural expansion. He's down, but he's up in tech, down in attack units. But the other thing he can do is attack the Dragoons towards the natural. Ooh, got a Dragoon right there. Got another Dragoon right there. The Zealot's starting to march forward. So it looks like range going to attack into this. And getting a lot of free hits. Fisheye still has a lot of troops on the high ground, having trouble making his way. The Zealot's occupying a lot of these troops, which has allowed the Reavers to do a lot of their work. The Dragoons were set back defensively. So now, all of a sudden, range looks like he's going to be able to breach the natural. A single Reaver making its way out, but not a lot of protection left. So range, despite being down a lot of workers, looks like he's all of a sudden going to be able to wipe out that natural expansion Nexus. Take out that Reaver, and now he's in a game-winning situation. And Fisheye going to GG right there. So Fisheye, despite making the finals last season, going to be eliminated in the round of 32. Ranged, the American Protoss, is going to advance. We got one hell of a round of 16 coming up. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. In the meantime, appreciate all the viewership. Thanks for listening.